Melinda French Gates made headlines in June when she stepped down from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which she co-founded with her ex-husband, Bill Gates, more than 20 years ago. However, her philanthropic efforts are far from over. Appearing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert on Wednesday, July 24, French Gates, 59, spoke openly about her commitment to giving away her fortune through Pivotal Ventures, her non-profit organization that supports projects empowering women. "What I'm doing now with all my might is making sure that women's rights are not just on the agenda, but that women are driving the agenda," French Gates said of the company. "Women's rights have been rolled back globally and in the United States. The fact that my granddaughter is now going to have fewer rights than I had because of the Supreme Court makes no sense to me." Melinda French Gates at the new Global Financial Pact Summit in Paris in June 2023. French Gates founded Pivotal Ventures in 2015, but the company received a huge boost after her departure from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation with an additional $12.5 billion grant. "One of the things I do is make sure that we have a lot more women running for office so that they can fundraise for their positions and that they're really well trained in the legislative agenda that they want to pass," French Gates said. "There are 7,000 seats at the state house level, and by getting women into those positions, they create great policy and it's a great training ground to then go up on the Hill in D.C. Work like that," French Gates noted, was being done by phenomenal organizations like Vote Run Lead and Vote Mama. "But to do it at scale, it has to be amplified," she said. "Part of the reason why our women's rights in the United States were rolled back is because those organizations were starved for funding and were on the defensive. And I've decided to put $1 billion into it over the next 2 years because I want us to be on offense." Melinda French Gates attends Fortune's Most Powerful Women dinner in New York City on May 14. French Gates' partnership with Pivotal Ventures is one of the changes in her life since her divorce, which was finalized in August 2021 and officially ended her marriage of 27 years. "I'm basically the same person, but I can use my full voice in any way I want. And my full resources in any way I want. And that, to me, is something I've said about women in society, that they should have their full voice, their full resources, their full decision-making power," she said. "And now I'm a role model for that." She also noted that she's been thinking a lot about her upcoming 60th birthday on August 15. It's something she explores in her new YouTube series Movements That Make Us, in which she interviews people like Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Megan Rapinoe, Michelle Obama, Billie Jean King, and more about what they have to say about menopause. "I learned a lot during the conversations. Things came up unexpectedly, or connections were made that I didn't know others were thinking about," French Gates said of the conversations. The mother of 3 went on to reflect on the advice she received from her mother that she didn't like. "She was there the whole time, and she said to me, 'Melinda, set your own agenda or someone else will.' And that stuck with me," French Gates said. "And guess what, at 60, I set my own agenda." Melinda French Gates' departure from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation marked a significant turning point in her life, not just professionally but personally as well. The foundation, which she and Bill Gates co-founded in 2000, became one of the most influential philanthropic organizations globally, addressing issues such as global health, poverty, and education. Despite her departure, her dedication to philanthropy remains undiminished, if not more focused and personal. Through Pivotal Ventures, French Gates is channeling her resources and energy into initiatives that empower women and promote gender equality. The late-night television appearance highlighted her new mission, to ensure that women's rights are not just included in conversations but are at the forefront, driven by women themselves. French Gates emphasized the critical state of women's rights in the current socio-political climate, pointing out the regression in rights that her granddaughter might face compared to what she had. This sense of urgency and personal investment in the cause is evident in her actions post-divorce. The substantial financial boost to Pivotal Ventures following her departure from the Gates Foundation underscores the scale of her commitment. An additional $12.5 billion to the nonprofit indicates her intention to effect significant change. French Gates' focus on increasing women's political participation is a strategic move to create long-term systemic change. By supporting organizations like Vote Run Lead and Vote Mama, she aims to prepare